Hello, how are we today? Can see there's two of you there. Say hello. Don't make me feel alone. So as you can see, I am flying. Oh, here comes Elvis. There's no space for you today, Bubba. Yeah, you can't sneak through there, Dylan. I'm sorry. So I've been working on my plying. I finished spinning yesterday, started my plying. I'm trying to add quite a bit of twist to this one. Yeah, how you going? How's your Sunday? Oh, God. Hands don't want to grip these little doobies on this sometimes. See, I'm trying to put quite a bit of twist in this because I'm hoping I might get a nice fine yarn. I might be able to make socks out of this if I can spin it, apply it tightly enough. I probably won't wear them in my shoes though, I don't think. Hi, Janelle. How are you today? Oh, you're out and about and watching. That's dedication, Nat. Thank you. I hope you're not driving though. So Elvis can't get through to me, but he's laying down next to me anyway. Hi, Emily. How are you going? Glad you could make it. Good to hear, Denali, because it's Friday night for you. No, Saturday night for you. What am I talking about? You're not over 24 hours behind me. I don't even know what day it is, even though I should. So we did end up going out yesterday and we got a couple of things. I got some black pants to wear tomorrow. So that's good. Yes, Saturday. And I got a few other things. I got a couple of other things. I couldn't. I saw the jacket that I'm wearing, and we didn't get it initially because we went op shopping or thrift shopping. So I didn't get it initially, but we went back for it because I couldn't stop thinking about it. It's my only piece of leopard print clothing. Oh, you're up to playing too, Emily. Excellent. I did see your. I think they were singles that you were showing on your. I think I can't remember if it was a post or a story now. I did see them. They look lovely. So yeah, I got this hoodie jacket that I'm wearing, and I got another fancier kind of blazer. So that was pretty cool. And I got this yarn. I'll show it to you. It's a Lion Brand yarn. It's still in the plastic from Savers. Um, but it was two balls of this one. I just like the colours in it. So it's acrylic, which I don't usually work with. But I think I was going to machine knit with it. But I think I'm actually going to, what's the word? Weave with it. Yeah, because I looked up this colorway on Ravelry and somebody had woven it and it looked really cool. So I think that's what that's going to happen to turn into eventually. So Simon didn't end up getting anything, but I got a few things. So it was pretty good. I've got a bit of fabric as well. I've got like nearly 3 meters of kind of a poplin type of fabric. So I've got no idea what I'm going to do with that, but maybe something for summer. So I've been doing some of my cross stitch this morning. I started cross stitching a slime on my winter Stardew Valley scene because I was getting sick of just doing the frosty path. So I thought I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to do the slime. Emily says, yes, they are singles. She's doing a traditional 3-ply. Plying. Oh, okay. So if you're applying another bobbin, complementary colour. Okay, so you're doing colour work or something? So they'll both go together in sort of some sort of colour work? I tried doing some chain plying the other week with some fibre that I did on my Wendy wheel, some singles I did on my Wendy wheel, and it was not good. There wasn't enough twist in it, and I just kept breaking the singles. So I just threw the little bit that I had left away because I'm like, I can't be bothered with this. Chain plying is not my forte. I can do it if eventually I can get back into the rhythm of it, but I'm not very good at it. I know it's practice makes perfect and all that kind of thing, but you know, who has time? Am I right? Probably me. I probably have the time. I'm being pulled in a million directions all at the same time, all the time. So it's prioritizing what I want to do in the minute. But probably this afternoon, I'll grab my Turkish spindle out, ready for tomorrow. Emily says that's the plan. Roots and shoot sweater. I'm not familiar with that one. I'll have to look it up. Oh, Litzak. I think I know that name. It sounds familiar. I'm glad you weren't actively watching that. And what are you playing this afternoon, Natalie? Because I know you had a couple of things on the go. What, some merino and some alpaca, I think you had, if I remember rightly. I love that we're all playing today. That's fun. But after I've finished plying this, I'm going to have to swap out my wheels because I want to do the next one on my Wendy. So yeah, my Saturday yesterday ended up being pretty good. We ended up going to my in-laws for dinner, which was very nice. Elvis got to see his grandma and grandpa, which he loves doing. I shouldn't probably say those words out too loud. He might think we're going again. Loves going to Gmar's house. He's such a good boy when we get there too. We don't put him on a lead, and he runs straight to the front door and announces his presence by sooking at the door. And then when we're leaving, he'll usually trot right next to us when we get all the way to the car, which is pretty good. Granger would have run away. Granger was a bolter. This one, not so much. How we going? Do we need a scooch yet? Probably. Trying to decide if I'm happy with my ply. I like the yarn that's coming out. You guys probably can't really see it too well. I don't really want to lift this up because I'm probably going to. My power cord is not very long here, so I can't really pick it up and show you. But I do have a picture. I'll pop it up on Instagram later today, so you can see what this is turning out like. Because some bits are coming out solid colour-ish, and then others are coming out barber pole, which is rather cool. Now it says she's plying the merino and then knit for a while. Excellent. Sounds good. Now that I've done a bit more of my cross stitch, I actually want to do more. Like the fact that I've done some work on it makes me want to go back to it, especially because I'm doing a fun part. So I still haven't done any knitting, I don't think. Especially because we went out last night, so there was no sitting in front of the telly. We were just having a chat. While trying to maintain control of Elvis. You. Don't look at me all innocent, butter wouldn't melt, eh? Had ants in your pants last night. We couldn't get you to sit down, could we? It's all the kitty cats, isn't it? You could smell the kitty cats. You sure could. You sure could. My mother-in-law's got 5 cats. So I think 5 cats? 4 or 5. I can't remember now. I think she's recently had one pass away, so I think she might only have 4 now. Denali is cross-stitching tonight. Excellent. On a full coverage, does that mean that every square is stitched? Because that's kind of what my Stardew Valley one is. Even the white bits, I've got to stitch in white. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with my thread management when I need to do like one square in like a sea of another color, one little square of one color in a bunch of other. I don't know how that really works. I'm probably going to have long floats on the back of my cross stitch. Yep. Okay. So Denali says that full coverage is every single square. So yeah, you and me both are in the same boat at the minute. It's fun to get back to the cross stitch though. Although weirdly, because I don't have like a stand or anything, I'm holding a hoop. I'm finding that I'm having pain in the hand that's holding the hoop rather than the one that's holding the needle, which is bizarre. If it's full coverage, you travel. Yeah, Denali's saying that she travels across the back. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, that if it looks rubbish on the back, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be hung on a wall for what I'm working on anyway, so I don't think anybody's going to go and lift it off the wall and have a look at the back. And let's face it, if they do that, they're not my friend. I'm in 2 minds about mine though, because I want to put it up on the wall and I was going to just put them in hoops, but I'm worried about dust. Does anybody have any recommendations? Should I frame it instead? Because I don't really want, because it's essentially becomes a fabric, doesn't it? You don't really want to have dust all over it. I'm racking my brain for something to say. Come on, guys, help me out. It's one of those days, and I'm just not a hugely talkative mood. It'd just be some nice meditative playing, maybe. Okay, so we've got two suggestions. Nellie says that she has a bunch of hoops and no issues with dust. Well, that's good to know. Go over with the duster every once in a while. Yeah, I was thinking like a vacuum, but then I'm like, maybe that's too aggressive. And glass for bigger pieces. Yeah, these mine are only going to be small, like 7-inch round, I think. And Nat says that her mum frames hers. So yeah. Yeah, I'm just not sure because I think I prefer the look of the hoop, if I'm honest. But yeah, I've just been worried about dust. How are you asking, Nat? Oh, a vacuum would be fine. Okay. I think most of us here are knitters. This couch attachment. Yeah, I've got like the little brush. Yeah, everyone. There we go. We all knit, I think. I know Denali does. I know you do, Nat, and I do. It's just, I'm assuming Emily does. I don't know. Maybe she crochets. Who knows? Or weaves or something fun. Not that knitting's not fun. But yeah, I've got like a stick vac. And it's got like the two little attachments, like the one that's the narrow nozzle and then the brush attachment. So do you think like the brush attachment would be okay? Maybe take the brush bit off. Ah, there you go. We're all knitters. Looks like there's 4 of us here, so we're all knitters. We're all in good company. Nice. I'm looking forward to seeing your cardigan, Denali. Have you posted anything about it yet? My algorithm sometimes shows me your posts and sometimes doesn't. Thank you, Simon. I don't need to worry about you. You're fine. Sai is in the chat. I'm always telling them how wonderful you are anyway, so do you just need more reassurance, Simon? Oh, why do you suddenly sound horrible? Just scooched up my thing and now it sounds horrible. Is that better? Yeah, that sounds better. Okay. You haven't shared it. Oh no, you don't recommend the pattern? It's really hard to decode what the heck she wants. Oh no. Yeah, I've felt a little bit about that with the Need More sweater that I've been knitting because it's like yeah, was kind of this thing where I was having to flick backwards and forwards in the pattern and trying to understand. And then I think once I got it, I was okay because she has all the different sizes separate but not together. Like, if that makes sense, like, because there's a bunch of different increase portions where your increases are different. Sometimes you do the sleeves, sometimes you do the shoulders and the front, the back, and the front. And instead of having like all of the small size together, all of the medium size together, it's like you have to flip pages, and then if you miss seeing your size on the pattern, you end up doing the wrong instruction. Like, I feel like potentially it could be easier if each size had its own section in the pattern. He says she looked at other people's project pages on Ravelry and it's not just her. Oh no. Well, hopefully the pattern writer will see that and um maybe make some changes. Yeah, it was a bit of a pain. At least I've gotten through to the bit where I'm just on the body now, so I'm just knitting down, so it's easy. But I mean, if I'm honest though, I do love the look of the sweater. Like, the shape is really interesting, and the way that the increases and stuff are kind of done. I like the look of it, but God, it took me a while to kind of figure out what was needed. Because, yeah, rather than by size, it's grouped by increase pattern instead. So the other night we were watching a movie and I was getting to I think it was the final portion of the increases, and I started doing the extra small size instead of my size. And I'm like, oh no, this isn't right. Luckily, my size was fairly similar. I just had to do more repeats, I think. So that was fine. But yeah, that could have been dicey. Pattern came out in 2019. Project pages from around then. Okay. Not going to do anything else. Yeah, that's fair, Denali. If you're having trouble with the one that you did get, you can probably assume that the others are a little bit similar. I mean, I'm not really a colorwork person. I know you're doing mosaic colorwork, but like that sweater I was telling you about the other day, the saga sweater. I actually think I will knit that at some point because I think the colorwork's only on the yoke. So, and I do love me a round yoke sweater. So, round yoke sweater with some trees on it. That'd be cool. And I have to find out if Mr. Husband will let me do it in a different color to what Saga's is, because hers is red, I think. Is it red, Simon? You know. Yeah. Red and white. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I'll wear red, but I could probably do a burgundy. That would work. I would like that. So I do love the look of those sort of Icelandic round yoke colorwork sweaters. Yeah. Denali says that she loves the look of colorwork sweaters, but good Lord does not like knitting it. Yeah, I don't. I can't get the hang of, like, because I've done a bunch of color work. I have done it, but I just don't get really good tensioned floats, and so some of my stitches get gapey, and some of them are too tight, and it just ruins the whole look. Emily says that she's only just done her first colorwork sweater just a little while ago. It was very slow, but you enjoyed it. Yeah, that's the thing is like I have a love-hate relationship with it because I love the look of it and it's a lovely thing to have, but I just get so frustrated. I guess, I mean, I'm a little bit of I'm a perfectionist anyway. So, like, if it's not perfect, it's like, oh, I've ruined it. It's all wrong. Although that being said, the other night, when did I wear that? I actually made oh God, I can't remember the name of them. It's the Andrea Mowry one. I made the cardigan and then I frogged the cardigan and made the sweater. Throw over. It might have been the throwback cardigan and the throw over pullover, I think. And I mean, if I'm being honest, that came out okay. Denali's colorwork tension is terrible too, yeah. I did actually I had last year I had a one of the whatever the top tier of the craftsy classes like the membership is. And I as part of the top tier you got to like get 6 classes I think for free. And one of them that I got was about color work. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm like maybe I should just watch that and try and pick up some tips and have another go. Because I was going to be doing the framed sweater on my knitting machine for um, the March to May cal, and I started it, and I was having all sorts of trouble. So I've still got all the yarn for my frame sweater and a partially knit front for my frame sweater. So maybe I'll just frog what I've done and try actually hand knitting it. Yeah, I reckon you're right, Emily. It's just practice, isn't it? But it's again, it's like I get so kind of not distracted, suppose distracted. Like I'm always seeing something new and shiny, and then it's like, where do I want to spend my time? Yeah, I agree. There are some gorgeous, gorgeous sweaters out there. Maybe that will be my next challenge is I'll go through my colorwork course and see what I can learn, and then maybe we'll dye some yarn and make a saga sweater and see how we go. I'm not sure what weight that sweater is in because my throw over is worsted, I think, which might make it easier to hold the yarn, I suppose, tension the yarn because it's a bit thicker. Oh, I love that, Emily. I love that. That's great. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I really did. It's only the color work that I've done on my knitting machine. That's all I've done recently, Nat. Nothing by hand. Because I still haven't even done my cowl. Like I did that swatch for the Nightling cowl. The Nightling? Yeah, I think that's what it is. On my knitting machine. And I still haven't cast that on properly either. Now that I'm spinning for at least the next 2 weeks, I don't want to get my knitting machines out because I need the desk. Oh, it was handspun too, Emily? Oh, so pretty. Have you posted it on Instagram? Because I'm going to have to go and have a look. I've handspun a couple of sweater quantities, but I've never actually made the sweaters. I think I've got three separate sweater quantities that I've spun, and I've just never used them. Although I did do a sweater recently in handspun, I can see it actually from where I am. if you've been watching the regular videos, it was a while back. It was the pink and burgundy striped one that was hand spun. You haven't yet, but you probably will in a minute. Yeah, do it before you forget. I want to see. All right, I reckon I'm probably halfway through these bobbins now. I think I'm going to get a pretty good yardage out of this. This is good. Let's see if I can see. This section is it's going to be very hard to see. It's kind of barber poling. Don't know whether that'll focus on that or not. I can't actually see because I'm using my back camera. But it's barber poling quite cool. I like it. So hopefully I can make some socks or something out of this. Oh, excuse me. I had quickly ate lunch before I came up here, and it's my tummy is complaining. Like, you ate that too fast. So I apologize if you hear any of my digestion sounds. Tell you what, we've gotten to half an hour already, but I don't want to stop playing. This is fun. It's getting to the point today where whatever is in my hands is the thing that I want to keep doing. So earlier it was my cross stitch, and now it's my playing. I guess that's a good thing, right? I'm getting thirsty again, though. I'm trying to be better about drinking my water. And it's still pouring water all over me. Yeah, nah. Things things get you. Plus, you kind of get into a rhythm, especially with the plying, and you just you see your bobbins going down, and you're just like, oh, I'm getting so close to having yarn. The thing I like about plying too is when you've got the colors like this, just seeing the different mixes that are constantly changing through your hands. It's kind of satisfying. Because now I've got a yellow and orange barber pole, which is now turning into a orange and pink barber pole. Now we're going through to pink. It's fun. I like seeing it progress. Anything fun coming up this week for anybody? I think I'm just going to be trying to get some more dyeing done this week before I take a couple of weeks off. Try and photograph what I've already dyed and get it in the shop. It was supposed to go up on Friday, but I ran out of time, so. And photos are always the hard part because I don't have good lighting. Oh, that sounds nice, Nat. What kind of loom do you have? Because I've got tea towels on both of my looms. I really need to get them finished because they were technically supposed to be a present. They're only going to go to their recipient, like a year or two too late. But now that I bought that yarn yesterday that I showed earlier, I want to free up my rigid heddle so that I can weave it up. Janelle's parents are coming. Oh, it's your birthday. Excellent. Bunch of yummies. I'm here for that. Do that. That will be fantastic. Not just for your dad, but for you too. Emily's going to be doing some dyeing. Excellent. Spin sock yarn. What, you're not supposed to be dyeing, you're supposed to be spinning. Or was dyeing supposed to be spinning? Nat has a large rigid heddle. Yeah. So you've got the big one, like the 80 inches or whatever it is, 80 centimeters? Because I've got the 60 centimeter one. Yeah, tea towels are fun. I like doing towels because I still use in my kitchen some that I made ages ago. But these ones were supposed to be a thank you for a friend. And yeah, it's now a couple of years late. Dyeing the top first and then spinning. Yep. I'm not familiar with Texel. Is that a breed? It's a breed? Because I'm getting it mixed up with the what is it? The stuff that what's it called? Oh God, I can't think of it. The stuff they use for what are they called? What are they called? What are they called? Heddles on looms, shaft looms. So like I read Texel and I'm like, that's plastic, isn't it? Do I have to illuminate me? It's a breed, yeah, that's what I thought. Ooh, Norwegian. Yeah, okay, yeah, Nat, with both of our looms are probably pretty close in size, yeah. Mine's about 60 something. Oh, nice, you got it from All Chambers, yeah. I still haven't put in an order with Luba. I get overwhelmed on the website. I don't know what to do. I don't. Plus, because I'm not familiar with many breeds, because like I mostly buy dyed merino braids, so um, I'm very familiar with merino. Apparently, very good for socks and outerwear. Excellent. Well, there you go. Actually, on Fibre Love Diary the other day on her live, they were talking about sock yarn, spinning your own sock yarn. And there was a very interesting tip on there, which is what I guess I'm trying to fulfill with this, potentially making sock yarn from it, was to spin the singles a bit softer, but then put a lot of twist into the ply, which might be something that everybody on here knows, but I did not. So I thought that was quite a helpful tip to remember. So that's why I'm trying to get plenty of ply twist into this yarn so that I can hopefully make some socks. And I've got a big twist in my single. Come on, out you come. There we go. Like I said earlier, I probably won't wear them in shoes, but around the house they'll probably be fine. Well, it's good to know that it comes so quickly. You'll probably I'm not that far from Salisbury, it'll probably take longer. Yeah, I mean, I can't vouch for it, Emily, because I haven't tried it yet. But apparently that's what Trish was saying on Fibre Love Diary. They were talking about it in the chat over there. Plenty of ply twist, but slightly softer singles. I mean, I'm assuming you don't want super, super fluffy singles, but you just don't put as much ply twist, as much spin twist into the singles, and then you ply them quite hard, I suppose. Because they were also talking about hand spinning yarn for weaving as well as warp, and they were saying if you're going to hand spin for warp, to put tons of twist in as well, so that it kind of holds up to any abrasion. So I guess that's the rationale behind it. Is a more tightly plied yarn will hold up to more what do you call it? Wasn't going to use the word abrasion again. more wear and tear. That's probably what I'm trying to think of. So yeah, I mean, I'm not too hard on my socks really. I mean, I do spend a lot of time at home, so they're not always in shoes being abraded away. But I still feel like I would be a bit hesitant to wear my hand knit socks in shoes. I think Trish was saying that she has no problem with hers. So I don't know. Emily says she knew to put a lot of twist, assumed that was for both spinning the singles and the plying. Yeah, well, I mean, that again makes sense to me. But I guess the way I'm kind of thinking is potentially if you have slightly softer singles once they're spun, like plied, you get a fluffier yarn rather than a ropey yarn, I guess. Was it you, Emily, who gave me the tip on the silk the other day? That was a similar tip, wasn't it? It was more ply twist and less singles twist. Because I thought my silk yarn was a bit ropey. I was thinking maybe I should crochet with that yarn because I'm pretty sure crochet, because I spin Z twist and ply S twist, which I think if you're going to use it for crochet, you're supposed to do it the other way around. So it's potentially I could crochet with that other yarn and it might soften up a bit because it gets untwisted a little. Yeah, it would avoid the ropiness. Oh, it wasn't you. Okay, yeah, somebody said it to me. I don't know who it was. But yeah, you kind of have it in your head that silk is like really soft, and then I've made this yarn and it feels a bit ropey, so it's a bit like, So whoever it was gave me that tip that because I've got some more of the same blend to spin, so I guess I'll keep that in mind next time. We're getting down now. Probably only a quarter of my bobbins left, and I'm getting quite a good, nicely filled bobbin here. So I think I'm going to have some decent yardage out of this one. So I'll probably try finishing plying this today, I reckon, because then I can start fresh with something. I'm probably still going to use the undyed superwash merino that I've got just for messing around on my drop spindle tomorrow, my Turkish spindle. And then I'll get onto the Wendy with some Kathy's fibres. Yeah, e-spinner is great for plying. Do you have an e-spinner, Emily? So I used to have a jumbo flyer on my traditional, and that's what I used to ply on. But like you would pedal so much to get the ply in. You'd be pedaling away more than it took to spin the yarn. Yeah, I like the Ashfords, but they're really the only ones I'm familiar with. I think Trish on Fibre Love Diary has a Hanson and an electric eel wheel 6. I think she's got. I did have an electric eel wheel nano at one point, but I found it a little bit light. I felt like I needed to clamp it down to the surface, and I had trouble getting it to actually give me some tension back. So I ended up selling that. So I just keep this one now. So I think has Ashford recently come out with a new e-spinner? Because mine's the 3, I believe. The thing I want now is a Carter. Yeah, I mean that's fine, Emily. Use what you've got. Unlike other things in my tool collection, I feel like I only need one e-spinner. Oh, really? That's interesting. Yeah, I don't have too much of an issue with that. I think it's a matter of getting used to it because it is different to a regular treadle wheel. I had a lot of trouble because this wasn't my first e-spinner. I actually got the jumbo first because I thought it would be better for doing like manufacturing yarn to like making really big bobbins of yarn to be able to then like split and dye. Um, but obviously the jumbo is more for art yarn, which is not what I wanted. So I ended up selling that and getting this one. Okay, so Nat says the 3 is the latest. Okay, for some reason I've got a memory that they came out with another one, but it's from my other timeline that I was living in. The Carters are great. They are bulky. Yeah, with somebody who clearly does not have a lot of space. I don't know where I'd put it. I probably have to make some space. Because I think to begin with, I probably wouldn't get one of the e-carders. I'd probably just get a hand one. Emily's e-spinner was her first ever wheel. Before that, used spindles. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah. Spindles I've never been able to get on with. That's why we're going to try tomorrow for a challenge day. But I mean, I didn't even get on with spinning wheels in the beginning because I learnt on the traditional, and even that, like, I struggled really hard with that. But it's just, yeah, it's just a matter of getting, learning how much spin needs to get in there to stop the singles from falling apart so that you can actually spin. Once you kind of get past that point, it's not too bad. Oh, you got a Susie. Yeah, Trish on Fibre Love Diaries just got a rose. Oh gosh, you're gonna get another. Well, then, I mean, I can't really criticize. I've got the Traveller, the Pippi Wendy, and a wee Peggy. So Kromsky makes some beautiful wheels, though. I just meant more that I'd get the hand one just because I'm new to it, Nat. That was probably more the point, so I can keep it slow. Because I can just imagine that an e-card is just going to completely get away from me. I tried back when I was learning to spin. A friend of mine lent me her Magicraft spinning wheel. I don't know which type it was, but I couldn't get the double treadle. It was past what my brain could and my feet could work out. So I tend to gravitate towards the single treadles. Although watching Trish on her rows, she just pedals with one foot. So they must be pretty easy to get going and keep going. It's been, God, when did I learn to spin? I think the end of 2015. So it's been nearly 10 years since I would have used a Magicraft. What I would really like is a matchless, but I was looking up the price of new ones the other day, and I'm like, yeah, that's never going to happen. I was telling Simon, I said, if I ever get my dream wheel, it's going to probably be secondhand and potentially still very expensive. I've wanted a matchless for years, although they do look very big. So I don't know where I would put it if I was to get a matchless, but they are gorgeous wheels. Oh, that's lovely, Emily. Yeah, people who do have Magicraft love them, it seems. I just remember being completely bamboozled by it because I was so new to spinning. Like now I'd probably be fine. But back then it was just like, oh God, what is this? What do I do with this? I'll have to look up the models because yeah, I can't remember what one my friend had that she lent me. I've seen the rose before. I remember that because it's got the rose kind of carved or burned into it, doesn't it? It probably should be a a priority of mine to pick my favorite tools and just keep my favorite ones because, as I say every other second, space is of a premium in my house. Getting on for an hour too, so I should probably head off soon, guys. Thank you for hanging out, though. I've enjoyed our chats as people have been able to jump into the live streams. It's been a lot of fun. Drive wheel design is different too. Yeah. Yeah, because the Magicraft often have the wheel like offset. Like the Susie, not the Susie, the Rose looked a bit more centralized from what I could tell on Trisha's videos. Whereas I kind of feel like some of the Magicrafts have kind of the like a squiggly kind of shape. The thing I love about watching Trisha's live stream that she's been doing on her Rose is it's so quiet. Like my old wheels all make a bunch of noise. Like, because I mean, this Traveler's probably from like the 80s. The Wee Peggy and the Pippi are probably about the same sort of time. So they've all got their quirks and their rattles and their squeaks. That's awesome. Yeah, I was saying earlier, my mother-in-law is a cat lady too. Actually, last night was the first time I think I've ever had a bit of an allergic reaction to her cats. My nose started getting all stuffy. It was strange. I'm not usually allergic to anything like that. All right, friends. I think I'm going to log off. Hope you all have an enjoyable rest of your weekend. And you can come back tomorrow and laugh at me being very rubbish on a Turkish spindle. I hope you're all looking forward to that. Emily says a Susie is silent, which is very nice. Yeah, that's the thing is I'm kind of like, I'd love a nice, like, because I've never owned a brand new wheel other than my e-spinner. So, like, I would love to have a nice new wheel that's very well, it's beautifully brand newly put together and is very smooth and quiet. All right, I'm going to head off. So thank you again for watching and hanging out. And I might try and get this finished this afternoon. There's not too much to go. My bobbins are both only about that much left. So I reckon I might be able to get this done today. I can't get that back on its thing. Whatever. Yeah, and you can see me struggling with a Turkish spindle tomorrow. So thanks, guys, for hanging out and enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.